beautiful Tuesday, and it's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. I'm sure we're having a good morning, and we're all trying to get up to get to work. For those of us all the world, we're all doing one thing or the other. It is my joy that yes, everyone is moving as planned, and we're making a meaning out of life. Yeah. So today's topic on Tuesday Inspiration with Toby is cultivate a persistent attitude. Cultivate a persistent attitude. You know that you have a lot of things in mind that you wanted to achieve. There are things that you always wanted to become. You wanted to become maybe the best music producer in the whole world. There's something that everyone wanted to become or wants to become in their lives. There's something that I want to become. That there's a thing in or two in my mind or in your mind that you want to become, but along the line things change for some of us, and it was like, oh yeah, there was no way forward. There was no way we're going to get there, and there's no way there. So we just feel like, oh yeah, let me just give up on this dream. Let me just forget this beautiful idea. Let me just focus on some other things. Let me just bring what life has brought to me. Let me just concentrate on further studies or do some other things. This dream I have is not achievable because of A, B, C, D. The question is, who told you that dream is not achievable? Who told you that you won't make it as you want to make it? You definitely have to tell yourself this truth most times, that I know that I want to achieve this. I know that there are challenges. Of course, you know that there must be challenges for every hurdle, for every hurdle you cross, you are a step closer to your success. So you know that yes, there'll be hurdles, there'll be challenges, there'll be issues, there'll be emotional issues, there'll be financial issues, there'll be a lot of issues, there'll be societal issues that you'd ordinarily think that, oh yes, I can't even achieve this. This is my dream, or this is my goal. We now confuse ourselves. Sometimes you say, okay, I'm not born into affluence, I'm not born into a rich home, so I can't achieve A, B, C, D. Let me tell you a story. A lot of people are born into a family that is so wealthy, that is full of goodies and wealth, but check some of these children. There are a lot of stories. You would see that after the owner of the money, which is the father or the mother or the grandfather or what have you, is dead, the sustainability of the business is now something that you would see that is not possible, because all of these people who you think were born into rich homes do not really take it seriously. Sometimes to say, okay, I must focus. I'm not saying all of them, yes, but if you check stories, you'd see that yes, this has been the trend. The fact that your father is successful does not mean that you'll be successful, and the fact that your father was poor or is poor does not mean that you would also be poor. Now, it is left to you to be determined. It is left for you to think that yes, I have a dream. There are challenges. There are things that have changed that are not making me to follow my dreams, but I have this dream. It is a comeback call. Come back to your dream. Come back to your passion. Come back to that thing you love to do. Forget about the challenges. Forget about the changes. Yes, they are there to give you a guide. Don't forget that they are there to give you a guide. It's not like they are there to just trouble you. They are there to give you a guide, because if you don't have challenges, if there are not changes around you, you would not achieve that thing you want to achieve. So you definitely have to ensure that you sharpen your skills. Take, for example, the saw. A saw blade, for example, that wants to cut a tree and the mouth is blunt. It cannot cut down the tree. It will just keep destroying the teeth of the saw blade, and before you know it, the saw blade itself is damaged. But sharpen that saw blade and begin to use it to try to cut the tree, you'd see that it will be giving it a mark, and before you know it, in no distant time, you can pull down a tree with a saw blade. So if a saw blade can be sharpened to cut down a tree, you also need to sharpen your skills. You have to sharpen your potentials. You have to ensure that you're taking that your dream or your passion seriously, and you're making sure that every day you wake up, you tell yourself that yes, I want to achieve the unimaginable. This is what I want to do. Have a blueprint for yourself. Have a mapped out strategy for yourself. Sometimes your strategy might not work, but yes, when you fail at this strategy, you learn more things from that failure. So you begin to re-strategize and you begin to do some other amazing things. You don't have to quit. It is not time to quit. If you quit, my friend, where are you going to? You're not going anywhere. If you quit for yourself. If you quit for thousands or millions of people that are waiting to just learn from you, or ensure that they're getting the best out of life, or they just want to put you as their role model. You know, we have a lot of role models now that we look at to say, oh, I want to be like this guy, I want to be like that guy. Yes, do you know what the guy has gone through? Do you know what all these wealthy people that you're seeing have gone through before they got there? Yes, it might sound as a normal thing that you hear every day, but the truth is, you have to take your life seriously. You have to take your goal, your potentials, your skills seriously. You do not have to quit. You do not have to quit. Quitting is never an option. If there's a problem, face it. If there's a challenge, face it. If there are changes, adjust. Now, adjusting does not mean adjust to the situation. Adjust in the sense that you re-strategize, you reorganize yourself, you begin to tell yourself, oh, this is why this won't work, and this is how it will work. Yes, you know that there's an end goal, there's an end result, there's something you're trying to achieve in the long run. So you have to be persistent. You have to ensure that you cultivate a persistent attitude. It has to be like, yes, I win or I win. Not I win or I lose. I win or I win. That's what you should tell yourself every time you try to quit. Tell yourself, oh, Toby, it's either I win or I win. There must be a win. You must be a winner. You must be somebody who would achieve the unimaginable. Trust me, even those that are successful and are not sharpening their skills and are not learning more things about their craft or something, they also drop. It doesn't mean that when they drop, they also should quit. It doesn't mean that when you've got into the apex, then you drop, then you think that, oh, yes, you have to quit. You don't have to quit. You have to just strategize and think of the best solution, how to get back on your feet. This is from Laila Gifty Akit. Laila Gifty Akit. She said, if you fail, don't quit. Try again and again, but with much enthusiasm and continuous effort, you will soon master the art and skills needed to succeed. I'll take that again because this is very interesting. It caught my attention and I thought I should share. If you fail, don't quit. Try again and again, but with much enthusiasm and continuous effort, you will soon master the art and skills needed to succeed. If you fail, if you become weak, that is where your strength comes from. It is okay to be weak. It is okay to think like, oh, you want to give up. It is very okay. You're a normal person. If you're not feeling like you want to give up, then, I mean, your dream is not scaring you. And your dream is actually not a dream. You have to sleep again and dream, So you definitely would get there. You definitely would get there. But my advice to you today is cultivate a persistent attitude. Don't quit. You're doing amazingly well. You're doing good. I can assure you for free that you're doing well. I am doing well. I know that there are challenges. I know that there are changes. I know that there are situations that will not allow me to get to that desired spot. But I tell myself every day, Toby, you're doing well. Toby, you're going to the best place that your mind has never even imagined. So there are a lot of things that you could do. The only solution to your problems is that you cultivate a persistent attitude and watch yourself go like boom, and you're there. So it's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. Thank you for joining me today. Post this on YouTube and all of my social media platforms. You can also read a write-up to back up this video.